Hey everyone, welcome back to Dark Facts 2.0, where today we're diving deeper into female psychology and revealing 10 powerful behaviors that can indicate a woman's sexual interest long before she ever touches you or flirts openly. Most men think sexual interest is only shown through obvious signals like physical touch, direct compliments, or overt flirting, but in truth, by the time a woman is doing those things, the psychological groundwork has already been laid and you're arriving late to the party. Real desire doesn't begin on the surface, it begins deep inside the subconscious mind, shaped by primal instincts, emotional tension, and subtle social dynamics that most people overlook. Sexual attraction is not logical, it's psychological. It's not about conscious decision-making, it's about subconscious reaction systems. Built over thousands of years of evolutionary programming and emotional patterning, women communicate sexual interest through micro behaviors, nonverbal cues, and emotional shifts they may not even be fully aware of themselves. High-value men understand this. They learn to see what others miss, and they act not with neediness or aggression but with grounded leadership, calm, control, and intentional awareness. If you can recognize the signs you're about to learn, you'll know precisely when to advance, when to pause, and when she's already imagining intimacy before she herself even understands why. These are not pickup lines or tricks, these are psychological signals rooted in biology, behavior, science, and real-world interaction patterns. Here are the 10 key behaviors to look for when a woman is sexually interested in you before physical contact ever happens. Number 1. She emotionally escalates without any clear reason. This could be sudden mood swings, playful sarcasm, or light emotional friction that comes out of nowhere. Most men see this as moodiness or confusion, but it's not drama, it's displacement. When a woman begins to feel sexual tension and isn't yet ready to express it directly, her nervous system may process that arousal as agitation or nervous energy. The tension inside her is looking for a safe way out, and it comes through unexpected emotion. This is her subconscious managing desire without letting it fully surface. Yet a grounded man doesn't react or try to fix it. He stays centered and calm because her emotions are simply signals of rising arousal trying to find expression. Number 2, she starts talking about the sexual attractiveness of other people in your presence. At first, this might seem like a distraction or a sign that she's not into you. But in reality, it's another form of displacement. When a woman is circling sexual thoughts but isn't yet comfortable expressing desire directly, she may point it at others to indirectly bring the topic of sex into the space. She might joke about someone being hot or mention someone she finds attractive, but what's actually happening is that her mind is orbiting desire, and your presence is triggering that orbit. The move here is to remain totally non-reactive. Don't get jealous, don't try to warm up her, just smile slightly, stay composed. She's observing your response to see whether you're a man who can remain sexually grounded. Number 3, her physical stillness increases around you. Now this might sound counterintuitive, because we've been taught that flirtation involves lots of movement, touch, laughter, and playful energy, but in reality, when sexual attraction becomes deeply physical, a woman's nervous system often triggers a freeze response. The body holds still to manage vulnerability. Stillness is a biological mechanism for regulating strong emotion and preventing exposure. The female version of fight or flight often includes freezing, not fleeing. In these moments, don't try to fill the space with words or touch, just hold your presence and stay relaxed. Your emotional stillness creates safety, and in that safety her body can slowly begin to lean toward you. Number 4, she begins to introduce taboo or intimate topics subtly and indirectly. This might sound like her asking about your past relationships, your thoughts on cheating, or someone else's sex life, but it's not just casual curiosity. It's her probing your level of sexual awareness, comfort with intimacy, and emotional boundaries. She's subconsciously measuring your confidence in emotionally charged topics. If you respond with openness, grounded confidence, and zero shame, you signal to her nervous system that you're emotionally capable of handling intimacy. The key is to normalize the topic without making it feel like a big deal. When you do this, she unconsciously places herself within the emotional frame you're holding. Number 5, she begins to subtly isolate you from others. If she lingers after others leave, positions herself close to you, pulls you slightly away from the group, or speaks to you in a lower voice, this is not coincidence, this is proximity testing. It's her subconscious creating a microenvironment where vulnerability feels safer. Isolation is one of the clearest signs of rising sexual interest because it reflects a desire to create a shared emotional bubble. Just be aware of this dynamic and don't overstep. Stay close without intruding, let the silence grow heavier. That's where sexual tension builds, not in fast talking but in slow presence. Number 6, she starts comparing herself 2 other women through statements that sound like personal disclaimers such as, "I'm not like those girls," or "I don't usually do this kind of thing." This is a powerful subconscious signal of sexual framing. Her mind is distancing herself from shame by rewriting her internal narrative to allow desire to coexist with her identity. She's crafting a story where being sexual with you doesn't make her feel guilty or cheap. It allows her to retain self-respect while engaging desire. The move here is not to challenge it, just nod, let her build that narrative, because in doing so, she's building permission. Number 7. She comments on your emotional control, saying things like "you're so calm" or "you're not easily flustered." That's not just small talk. It's her recognizing your masculine restraint and composure, which on a primal level signals strength, dominance, and safety. A man who doesn't emotionally chase is experienced. He doesn't need to convince or perform that. Grounded emotional steadiness activates a deep psychological response in the feminine nervous system. Sexual interest increases when a woman senses she's in the presence of a man who can hold intensity without collapsing. Stay composed, don't chase, and let her move deeper into your frame. Number 8. She starts to slow down the pace of interaction. You'll notice fewer words, longer pauses, softer tones, and more eye contact. This isn't boredom, it's the parasympathetic nervous system activating in her body. The parasympathetic state is one of safety, connection, and openness. This means she's entering a receptive space. Her slowing rhythm is an invitation, not a rejection. Let things breathe, speak less, use silence, let her fill it not with words but with feeling. That stillness builds emotional intimacy, which precedes physical expression. Number 9. She starts drawing your attention to her body, but does so in ways that are wrapped in humor, curiosity, or deniability. Maybe she adjusts her clothing, points out something she's wearing, or asks you what you think about how she looks, but it's framed like a joke. This is reward-seeking behavior combined with plausible deniability. Her subconscious is offering you a signal and watching to see how you handle it. The key here is to hold strong eye contact for one extra beat. Give her a small knowing smile and say nothing. Your non-response becomes the spark that fuels tension. Number 10. She begins predicting your behavior or telling you what kind of guy she thinks you are. This includes phrases like "I know what you're thinking" or "you're probably that kind of man." This is her mind placing itself inside yours. She's projecting curiosity and desire through the act of imagining how you behave in intimate contexts. When she does this, it's crucial not to deny or downplay. Let the frame stand. Let her continue to fantasize. Your silence creates space for her imagination to expand. That projection is a form of emotional seduction. Now here's the deeper truth behind all of this. A man who truly understands female psychology isn't chasing sex. He isn't looking for tricks, lines, or routines. He's becoming the kind of man whose presence creates emotional safety, arousal, and mystery. A man who can read the room, hold tension, remain unmoved by emotion, and lead with subtlety and strength. Becomes irresistible to women because he operates outside the common male framework. Women don't want more words, they want more awareness, more depth, more emotional clarity. They want to feel you before they touch you, and they want to desire you before they confess it. Subscribe to Dark Facts 2.0 if you're becoming the man who no longer chases validation but attracts feminine desire naturally through grounded masculine intelligence and psychological leadership. Welcome to the next level of attraction mastery.